I have ADHD. I had to make a script for the first time ever. It literally says, point 2 script, how ADHD affects clutter. Symptoms can be severe and chronic disorganization, as evidenced by when you have to go and buy new items to replace ones because you cannot find them. Check. When you spend time looking for things that you use routinely. Check. When the mess on your desk becomes a distraction in and of itself. Check. When items are not in the right room. Example, dishes in bedroom, toothbrush in living room, hairbrush in kitchen, etc. Check, check, check. When a stack of papers becomes so tall that it falls over, or when you find yourself having to step over things when you move through a room. Check, check. Clearly ADHD is affecting me. If you are new to my channel, we keep things real around here. This has been an extremely rough video to film, but I love you guys and I am determined not to let disorders, regardless of what they are, keep me from getting my house neat and tidy and clean, and keep me from staying on track and getting videos to you weekly. I have to multitask today, so I'm doing the dishes as I talk, but I promise you we're not going to be in the kitchen for a long time. This isn't going to work. Okay, hold on. Hang on. The original concept that I was going for was the decluttering mistakes that I have made over the last year and what you can do to avoid them. I thought that it was a great concept and I thought the information I had was of value, so I filmed for a whole day. I couldn't get a sentence out. If you have depression or ADHD and that's affecting your ability to declutter your house or keep it clean, just keep going. Don't let it get you down, because if you let it get you down, it will. This video is actually about decluttering, but I do think it's important that I address this issue that I've been having because it might help some people. All right, so day 2, I spent all day talking about my mistakes. Well, started to realize, oh, I am coming off as like a really kind of negative sounding person. And I'm not really like a negative type person. I like to focus on the positive things. That is how I get through my life. As you know, life can get messy, and we get messy not just in our house, but in our energy. I think that is part of my problem right now, is that my energy is messy because of the ADHD. So my surroundings are chaotic. Which is why it is so important for me to have a neat, tidy house, because when the inside of me is chaotic, then the outside becomes chaotic, and then it's nearly impossible for me to focus on anything, which then perpetuates the cycle. After I realized that my struggle was ADHD related and how that related to my cluttering situation and the mistakes that I'm going to be telling you about in this video, I did some research in order to find some tips and tricks and things that I might be able to implement in order to help me, and also, of course, let you know about them so that it might help you as well. I decided I'm going to go ahead and include the footage of me discussing the mistakes, even though I do come off a little bit more negative than I would have liked to have come off. But I'm going to counterbalance that by giving you solutions that I found through my research that I'm going to implement to see if they help and make a difference in my journey. The struggle is real. Mistake number 1, having zero plan whatsoever. In the beginning, I was so anxious to get going. I was so motivated, and I had so much crap to go through that I just wanted to dive right in, which is great. Nothing wrong with that, except for later on, I found out there kind of is something wrong with that. I just did everything really haphazardly. I jumped around from room to room, from space to space, ended up moving stuff just around. I'd literally never decluttered anything before, so it was really new. So I'm not going to beat myself up for that mistake, because I was doing things so haphazardly, and I ended up giving myself double, triple, maybe even the amount of work. That's not to say you should end up researching and figuring things out to the point where you suffer from analysis paralysis. But had I just taken a little bit of time to kind of map something out, even if it was really loose and I didn't stick to it completely, I think that would have really helped. Almost every article that I read made some sort of reference to making a plan. Some of them worded it in things like set a schedule, create routines. Well, almost every article made some kind of reference to formulating a plan. So I am planning to make a plan. Mistake number 2, not finding homes for things right away. So you may have heard the saying, you can't organize clutter. Until you've decluttered, you're wasting your time essentially. I think that's what that means, right? Because you don't want to organize things that you're not going to keep. You want to get the clutter out and then organize the stuff that you are going to keep. I really misinterpreted what that meant, because here's how I saw it. I thought, oh, you can't organize clutter and I have so much stuff to get rid of, so I don't have to do any organization whatsoever. I will just put things in bins and put them into closets or into sheds or onto shelves. When I'm all done decluttering, I'll organize everything. Here's the problem with that. Because I wasn't organizing at all. I wasn't making decisions about where things should go and live. When you have so much to go through and you have so much overwhelming amount of clutter, the process of decluttering can take years. Had I been doing even like a little bit of organizing as I went, I would have been more conscious of, okay, this is where I should put these kind of things. This is where I should put these kind of things. Where would it makes sense for me to put this type of stuff? But I didn't do that because I just thought, oh, I have to organize at the end. I still have a ton of stuff, right? I mean, well, that's food. Okay, fine. But, I still have a lot of stuff. And if you're not organizing as you go along, things are just, you get lost in things. Like you don't know where to put things. So they end up just continuing to be clutter. The solution to this mistake is find homes for things, designate areas for specific items, and keep related items together. Mistake number 3, saving little random things for later. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C. These bins are a result of decluttering different areas in the house. This is like the stuff that I'm keeping, I'm not getting rid of these things. Well, I wasn't getting rid of them at the time. I might be getting rid of them now. Little random things got put into bins. And yeah, okay, maybe I'm saving a little bit of time in the beginning, but now these things have been sitting here, like 6-8 months, and they're taking up real estate for things that actually can go on this shelf that are supposed to be here. So that was a really big mistake, is just saving all these little things for later. I just don't know what to do with them, and they're just taking up space. They're just clutter. Solution: find one small task to complete at a time. Monotask. Taking on too much at once can be overwhelming, and if you are easily distracted, check, you can end up abandoning the task before it's complete. Okay, so I'm throwing this bonus mistake in because while it's not like my biggest mistake, it is very common. And it's this. These are donations that are in the back of my car. Okay, and then so these, see, now these should not even be in here. See, I'm already doing it. Okay. All right, see, perfect example. This is a very common mistake when it comes to decluttering. Not dropping off your donation items ASAP. This bag of clothes is all donations, and it sat in the back of my car for, I don't even know, months. It was months though. The art supplies have also been in the car for months now. I ended up taking this bag out of the car. I'm trying to even remember why I took them out of the car. Why did I take this bag of donations out of the car? Because none of these clothes fit me. And, because I started to lose weight. I lost 20 pounds. I started losing weight and I thought, well, oh my gosh, like I'm on a mission to lose weight now and I'm gonna lose all this weight, and those clothes that don't fit me might fit me now, and I should take them out of the car and save them. Thank goodness I didn't donate them yet. So this is just a very common mistake. So I'm not gonna elaborate on it because it is what it is. Drop those things off ASAP. Before we get to mistake number 5, I wanted to give you a heads up for those of you that enjoy a no talking marathon clean with me. I'm going to be posting one of those, which will include additional footage from today's declutter clean, as well as other cleaning footage. Even though it's not typically the kind of video I put out, I do want to do that from time to time because I know that there are people that enjoy doing that, you know, just putting on the video, no talking, kind of helps them stay motivated to do the chores. The last mistake I wanted to share with you today is my most recent mistake. Luckily, I caught it when I did, because if it had gone on any longer, it might have messed me up a little bit. The mistake was I lost focus. For 2 months, I totally went off track with my decluttering projects and things like that. So I just wanted to stop the footage here because I find it funny that I have ADHD, and yet I didn't see the irony in me saying that it was a mistake to lose focus. That's kind of funny, right? Losing focus when you have ADHD is more of a symptom than a mistake. So take that with a grain of salt. If I didn't have ADHD, I probably could stay focused. It is important to stay on track, but the real mistake would be if you were to give up. What's really important is having the tenacity and the drive to keep going and to get yourself back on track if and when, really when you lose focus. You can do it. Hello. Hi, everyone. God, this is like, I don't know. Okay. Have you just started out on your decluttering journey? Have you, I think, because I was, and I still have stuff to declutter. A lot of stuff. Still have a ton of stuff. Have a lot of stuff. Whew. That was intense. Oh my God. I feel like I have come to the completion of filming this video, and now I have to edit it, which is a whole nother story. But at least I got through the filming part of it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Please come back again.